So, update on Ocean Potion Face. This is a sunscreen that came in my P.O. box recently, and it's an SPF 50 water resistant sunscreen. I put it on in Thursday's vlog for you all, and it's a combination zinc octocrylene sunscreen. And it went on pretty sheer when I put on just a little swatch of it, but update on this. I have been using it actually before I go into the gym. I've been using it before I go into the gym, and it has a pretty substantial cast. It has a pretty substantial cast, and it does pill up quite a bit with sweat, perspiration. I imagine likewise it would pill up a lot under makeup. It's sort of similar to maybe the Attitude sunscreen, the Attitude one that I reviewed for you all that is only zinc, but it's otherwise good. I like it. It doesn't run in the eyes. It's really good for like if you're going to be outside doing yard work and that kind of thing, but for everyday use I think most of you would not care for the aesthetics of this. It does have a pretty substantial cast, but otherwise I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I'd be interested to try maybe some of their others at some juncture. I've got my Mint Mongoose necklace on, and I'm wearing my Ana Luisa bracelet. I really like this thing. So last night, I'll tell you guys now since my mom is over there waiting for her coffee, about sharp objects. I do recommend reading the book if you're going to watch the show, just because it makes the show a little bit easier to understand. But I actually think that the show is better than the book. The book is entertaining, but I don't know. It's not like the strongest read ever. It goes by pretty quickly, and it's actually very predictable. I actually predicted the course of events pretty early on in the book. But the show, you have no clue really what's going on. I think they're doing a much better job with the show. Amy Adams is doing a really good job. My mom likes it. But we watched one episode of that. We also started The Crown last night. Oh, I'm really liking it. We only watched the first episode of season 1 of The Crown. But, I can tell I'm going to like it. And I like the fact that it kind of picks up right where Downton Abbey left off, just the time period wise. And I love the clothing, and so I'm excited to go back to my Brown Betty and channel all things British. What were you saying?
Our barista had issues with the grinder.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it kept jamming, so she had to switch the big bin over to the other one and do some she was really
do a sip here.
She said the flavor might be a little different.
Tastes fine to me. Good job.
Oh yeah.
Good for you. I was telling them that we started The Crown last night, and you've seen all of The Crown.
I've seen what there is to see. Yeah.
What there is to see. I love it. I'm really liking it.
I think season 3 has started.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong on that.
It's good. First episode was really good.
Then we slid into the dark side after that.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's confusing since you haven't read the book? Sharp objects?
Yeah. You know, I need a little time to process things.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it scooted around to so much. And, you know, like there was that stream of visual images.
Yeah.
Between the mother and the stepfather and the...
Yeah, see, and it's so clear knowing the story and all of their interpersonal issues. It's clear watching it after you read the book, but it's pretty vague if you haven't read it.
You've got to pay attention. You can't be doing your cross stitch and watching that at the same time.
Yeah, you can't be scrolling on Facebook or anything, or you'll miss quite a bit.
You're gonna end up in trouble.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you like
Tybee gets overwhelmed by it. He fell asleep. He says, I can't handle this. I can't handle this.
I have a confession for the viewers. I don't know.
They're not going to be happy about it, but
I've made the decision to let go of the Elvis Presley bit. I can't handle that thing. I know that people want Tybee to have it and be happy, but while he goes out for a walk with Dr. Dray, I'm going to slip out to the trash receptacle and leave
let
the
it
Elvis
go.
Presley bit there
Let
for
it
someone
go.
else. There are a lot of people in my apartment complex that have large dogs.
Yeah, oh, that'll go quickly. Yeah, they'll take it. Yeah, it won't go to waste. Yeah.
He barely slept on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just can't do it.
So initially when I first saw the bed, I was like, oh, you've got to keep it for him, but it's the most annoying thing. It reminds me of those bounce houses that they have for kids. When I've tripped over it 1,000 times going in and out, cutting through my mom's bedroom to go to the bathroom, because you can go to the bathroom through my mom's bedroom or through the living room, and it's like a bounce house.
And for me, somehow the size of that thing accentuates the smallness of my apartment.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like this. So no, it needs to go.
It's taken up a lot of space. Yeah.
But those bounce houses that they have for kids, I nicknamed those the fracture magnets, because I worked in a pediatric emergency room, and it never failed. Like Saturday, it was usually Saturday or Sunday around 3 or 4 o'clock, you would get a string of kids coming in with fractures from those bounce houses from birthday parties. So I had nicknamed them the fracture magnets. So if I ever have children, I don't foresee myself ever being a helicopter parent, but that's one thing. I'm like, you're not going in there. I don't want to spend my weekend in the pediatric ER.
The combination of the sugary, the cake,
Yeah. The Kool-Aid and the bounce house.
Yeah. Oh well, that's part of childhood.
I guess. What did you get this morning?
Well, I don't know what's going on with my taste buds this morning, but I got really weird. There's roasted cauliflower, carrots, zucchini noodles on the bottom, and then tofu scramble. But this morning they have what they're calling escabeche.
Yeah.
And I looked to be sure it doesn't have fish in it, so it's not like ceviche.
Yeah.
But it's pickled carrots and onion and
good.
jalapeno.
Yeah.
So I threw that in there. That's what I'm doing.
I went with oatmeal. I kind of packed it in there. Steel cut oats with it's blackberry and strawberry mixed in, and some toasted pecans and cinnamon and toasted coconut. I also sprinkled some sesame seeds on and some slivered almonds. So that's what I'm having.
But I think today we're gonna go to Sprouts. My mom needs to get some things, and I like to go to Sprouts, and I haven't been in a long time. It's just not in my usual
Flight pattern.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ways away.
Boy, is it steamy out. My sunglasses were steamy. Update, guys. I did try my vegan chocolate flan, and I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it was very good.
I actually really liked it. And mixing the cocoa powder in, as I did you notice this? It made like little chocolate chunks within, like it kind of, some of the cocoa didn't mix in completely, and sort of made little clumps within it. So when you sliced into it, it looked like it was speckled, and you'd think that those would be bitter, but they absorbed enough of the stevia, the little bits, that they were like little chocolate chips almost.
Yeah, it was really a treat.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, so that mix, and that each box has like 4 or 5 packets of the flan mix. I thought it was just one big packet, but it's several packets, so quite a few possibilities in that. You know, you could do a pumpkin pie filling easily. I'm excited.
I like a mint chocolate.
Oh yeah. oregano. I'd love to have a little herb stash. I just don't think I get enough direct sunlight there, and it's so hot now this time of year. I have a few plants in mind that I may acquire at some juncture that are shady friendly. You check out this air plant. You've been doing well with your little air plant. That one's pretty.
Mine. He's kind of a cute sweetie.
Ooh, I wanted to look at the kombuchas.
Do I have bread left or no?
Oh, your German bread?
Yeah.
I don't believe. I think you have a few slices left. I didn't really like. I don't eat that. So. Ooh, they've got purple corn tortillas. That's cool.
I've had these before. I enjoy it. I think I'll get this because I've got a lot of hummus.
Ooh, what is this wild tonic? June Kombucha. That one's pretty low in sugar. Oh, made with honey. Sometimes kombucha can be pretty sugary. I like Kavita, the lemon cayenne. And mojito lime coconut's pretty good too. And I like this ginger kombucha from Kavita. Oh, Health Aid is really good. This is really fun as a cocktail. I'd like to try the Pink Lady Apple. I can't remember what flavor. They had like a holiday one that was really good. Yeah, around the holidays, they had like a Christmassy one that was really good. Ooh, maca berry. I haven't seen that. A bubbly blackcurrant maca root. I've never had maca. Kind of intimidates me a little bit. Subtleties of it, like the men's and women's maca. Like, okay. Gender specific powders.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like that Severn. That's a pretty good one.
Have you ever tried that?
I've never had it in that bag one, no. But I've just had that brand. It comes in a jar.
They have a sriracha.
Ooh. Ooh, beet hummus. I think I've had this Lantana brand before. Hatch chili. Ooh. Carrot.
You might like this. Beet horseradish.
Oh yes, I love that stuff. The Costco in on 117th in New York had a horseradish beet stuff. Yeah, it was really good. Super
yeah,
greens.
I need another one of these.
Yeah. Ready to check out?
Yeah.
So my mom just got one of these to try. Betty Lou's chocolate hazelnut nuts about energy balls vegan. You nuts about the ball?
Not so much.
Not so much.
But I will eat it, you know me, because it's got nuts in it. It's very heavy on the protein powder.
Does it have a good hazelnut flavor though?
Yeah.
Alright. But it tastes like protein powder.
It's kind of like a powdery Nutella.
Got it.
A powdery stale Nutella.
Sounds delicious.
Okay, Siri, what do you want me to do when I get out there on...
River Oaks Mansions over here. Good lord. Remember in Clemson how we used to like to go and look at houses?
Yes.
You would have been in hog heaven here.
I still enjoy that.
I do too. It's fun.
I like to go to those open when they have the parade of homes and you can go walk through.
Yeah.
But those are always so overly decorated.
Yeah.
That it's one thing that Shelly did on her vlog. She and her husband went to one of those and walked through because they were getting ready to renovate their kitchen and they wanted to get ideas.
Yeah.
And that was a great video because it's like you were actually there.
Yeah, it gives you a little voyeurism into things.
And the two of them were either there early or whatever, but it was just them. There was no crowd or realtor or anything, so it was nice.
But he's excited to go on his walk.
This is what I do.
Oh, yes.
When they try to put my harness on.
Oh. Yeah, he likes to cover his little face. That's so cute.
Daddy Bo, come on, who's the boss? I'm the boss, not you.
Sweet boy.
Alright, let's get it on. And then once it's on, he calms down.
Yeah, he also will sometimes he'll only let you put the lead on when he's sitting in the bed. Like, you'll be by the door wanting to put the lead on, and he'll run to his bed and say, you gotta put it on in my bed.
And then he expects to be carried to the door.
I'm king. I'm a king. I'm gonna make this difficult.
Tybee,
It's like how he wants to arm wrestle.
come on.
Sweet boy.
That's Tybee, let's go. Do you want to go on your walk?
All right, so while my mom is walking Tybee, I'll show you guys what she got at Sprouts as sort of like her mini grocery haul, some things that she needed to get, I guess, to take her through the week. So these looked tasty. The Spicy Thai Chili Quinoa chips. They're made from quinoa, corn, lentils, chickpeas, and green peas. They have 4 grams of protein in them, and they look tasty. Then she also got these organic yellow corn unsalted corn cakes. I like corn cakes. I've had them before. They kind of taste like Pops. And some stevia. And this is my favorite non-dairy milk yogurt. It's the only one I like, actually, is the So Delicious Coconut Milk Unsweetened Vanilla. I've tried them all, Forager, all of them. I don't like, this is the only one I like. The unsweetened vanilla and then the unsweetened plain coconut milk yogurt alternative. Very good. Then she got a thing of the Blue Diamond Almond Coconut that we both like. And she said she's been craving it, wanting to have cereal lately, and I guess this sounded good to her, the Puffin Cinnamon. She thought she would pair that with the yogurt for her breakfast with some fruit. Then my mom likes the Daya macaroni and cheese. She likes to mix in like garbanzo beans with us and frozen peas and have that for lunch. And she also got some Israeli couscous and some of these Ezekiel sprouted tortillas. I guess she keeps these in the fridge, she was saying, and then takes one. She keeps these in the freezer and then kind of takes them out one at a time when she wants to have them. From the bulk bin, she got some TVP, Texturized Vegetable Protein. I buy this on iHerb, but it's a pretty good deal at Sprouts from the bulk bin. And this is basically just soy protein, texturized. If you've ever had like Morningstar Farms, veggie burgers, or any of those, this is the basic ingredient, except those tend to have a lot of other stuff, like a lot of salt and what have you. And they tend to be really expensive, but this is pretty cheap and you can season it however you like, and it's pretty easy to cook. You just add it to liquid and it reconstitutes, and then you heat it up, and it's kind of like the consistency of ground meat. And then she got some organic super greens and 2 cucumbers. And then I got these, the Ultima Electrolyte drink mix sticks. I've had these before. You can get them on iHerb. They're kind of expensive, but you can buy individual ones at Sprouts. I got raspberry, 2 of the raspberry, the berry punch, and cherry pomegranate to have here. And yeah, that's everything. Oh, and then she also had that nut thing. I think she disposed of the wrapper, that she wasn't too... She gives it 3 out of 5 stars. It had kind of a protein aftertaste, but was a good snack if you're hangry, need to tide yourself over. Well, hey guys, what's up? I am back home, just got out of the shower after the gym. It was pretty desolate in there tonight for whatever reason. But just really quickly, I wanted to talk to you guys about some Aveeno updates. Just, you know, some little pearls here and there as far as moisturizers. You know, I think an ingredient that receives a lot of attention in a lot of these toners and essences is beta-glucans. Beta-glucans from like rice bran extract. You know, it's kind of the fermented extracts that are in like SK2, which you all know I tried out and didn't go particularly well. And beta-glucans are wonderful humectants, wonderful moisturizers. There's some evidence that they can help with just kind of restoring the skin barrier, scavenging free radicals, and potentially undoing some of the damage from ultraviolet light throughout the day. Very, very, very small amount of evidence for that. Not, you know, not like the tretinoin data or anything like that, but a low risk ingredient overall. And the extract of beta-glucans that we probably have the most data for is colloidal oatmeal. It has been used for eczema or atopic dermatitis for a long time. Colloidal oatmeal is kind of a very medicinal preparation of oats where they're like ground and filtered to kind of make a beta-glucan rich moisturizing slurry that is useful as a moisturizer. You can buy colloidal oatmeal packets that you reconstitute in a tub, and people with eczema will often soak in the tub. It can be incredibly soothing for dry, inflamed skin with a disrupted skin barrier, such as the battle of atopic dermatitis. All right, so you know, the skincare line in the drugstore that has been doing this for a long time is Aveeno. I mean, they all of their eczema products, most of their eczema products have colloidal oatmeal in there. So you've got a easy source of beta-glucans that is accessible in the drugstore. Likewise, the Equate dupes, by the way, of the Aveeno products, they are exactly the same. I mean, it's just as good to buy the Equate one, only better because you're saving a few bucks. But the nice thing about, I've been playing around with some of the Aveeno samples and just kind of thinking about them a little bit more. I really have always kind of enjoyed the Aveeno eczema therapy balms as an intensive nighttime moisturizer. They're very this is very helpful. I'll list it down below for you guys. The itch relief balm. They also make one for babies. This is really helpful if you are undergoing kind of like the dry, parched, peeling skin of retinoid dermatitis. This is very, very, very moisturizing. It's it's fairly occlusive. It's pretty thick. It is almost like an ointment, okay? But it's a lot. Ooh, I just dropped the lid. It is a lot lighter than straight up Vaseline. A little bit lighter than straight up Vaseline, straight up like CeraVe healing ointment, which some of you have enjoyed on your face. So if you like that kind of heavy ointment moisturizer on your face, like you do well with Vaseline, like a lot of you like to put it around your eyes for extra moisture there, try the eczema therapy balm. Not only does it have the beta-glucans from the colloidal oatmeal, it also has ceramides, and ceramides applied exogenously to the skin have also have good evidence for boosting the skin barrier. So this is another option that is really good. It's on the pricier side of their lines. Another affordable one is their eczema therapy moisturizing cream. This one is also likewise wonderful on the face. It is lighter than it's slightly lighter than CeraVe moisturizing cream. But this goes on phenomenally on the face and feels really wonderful. This is a great, you want to put it on your face right after you've cleansed it and it's wet. This will slow down transepidermal water loss and really help restore the skin barrier. A great idea for people with oily skin, acne-prone skin. We have good evidence, as I've said a lot lately, that people with acne, people with rosacea likewise, not only are these inflammatory diseases, but they're also diseases where a component of the pathophysiology is barrier dysfunction. So everybody needs to be doing it. And the toners and essences that are super popular, they tend to have a lot of fragrance in them. They're in these kind of illogical vehicles where you're like supposed to splash them on like some sort of it reminds me of those fairies in Cinderella, when they come in and Cinderella. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I mean, I'm not saying those can't be helpful, and there are some of them out there that are intriguing and seem promising. Sun Young, I was called to say Sun Young. I know that's wrong. Jung has a few no nonsense, lightweight kind of essence type moisturizers that are reasonable things to try, but a lot of them are just slippery slopes of expense and problems. But you know, this is an easy, low risk, high yield, in my opinion, way to pursue beta glucans in your moisturizing routine without having to break the bank, and you know, without kind of going through the guessing game of all of these different flowery extracts and things like that can sometimes be present in a lot of the, you know, jazzier skincare products out there that are all over social media and Sephora and all of those sites. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the vlogs this weekend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.